Good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to Lunch Break Conversation Thrive with Renee. My name is Renee Antoine. I am an entrepreneur. I help people protect, save, and grow the money. And I am live in conversation with the lovely Mica Gilles. Am I saying that
Oh,
correctly, Mica?
yes, you did.
Awesome, awesome. How
Thank
are
you.
you, Mica?
I'm very well. How are you? Thanks for having me today.
Thank you for being my guest. I appreciate you. I see what you are doing, and I said I must have you as a guest on Thrive with Renee Lunch Break Conversation. So,
Yes.
for all of you who are watching live, I appreciate you. Go ahead and share this live. Hop on, bring your question.
Yes.
Because today is Monday Mindset. So on Mondays, I do Monday Mindset, and I know Mika is a woman of many hats, and so she is a mom, an entrepreneur. I'm gonna have her introduce herself. However, I thought that she can add so much value when it comes to entrepreneurship and when it comes to motherhood. And she had a fabulous weight loss journey that I'm sure she's gonna be sharing with us. Mika,
Yes.
how are you? Go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience for me, please.
Sure. Right. I never know how to introduce myself. Like, because you said I wear so many hats. Like, which Mika you want to speak to? So,
Exactly.
well, my name is Marie Mica Gilles, but I definitely go by Mika. And like you said, I am a mother, a wife, mother to three boys, actually. I own my actually two businesses. One is my hair care business, Tresse Naturelle, and then the other one is a purpose to surplus, and it really is a coaching business for women who want to find their purpose and then monetize it. Um, my I guess my biggest achievement in life is motherhood and is being an awesome wife and just just living life. I love life, and I love being able to spend time with my kids and my family. So that's a little bit of who I am.
That's a little bit of who she is, but then you will find so much more as we get into this lunch break
Yes,
conversation. Thank you to all of you who are joining live. I appreciate you. Go
yes,
ahead and
yes,
add your
yes.
question, your comments, share it so that we can all be thriving together. This is the goal of this show, thriving together. Mika, I'm just gonna start sending those questions to you because I want people to
Dive
get as
right
much
in.
value
Yes.
as possible. Okay.
Yes.
So share with us, when did you start your entrepreneurial journey? And why was it important for you to become an entrepreneur?
Oh my goodness. I think I've always in my head. So I got to tell you, when I was in fifth grade, my parents had parent teacher conference, and they went in, and then my fifth grade teacher said to my mother, no matter what Mika does, make sure she's the boss because she can't she can't take direction from anybody. She has to do her own thing. So I've always been like a very like independent minded, want to do my own thing, like go against the grain type of person. So I think it's always been ingrained in me. I think this year though, I took it so much more seriously, only because like with everything going on, I was like, listen, life is short. We have to do what we have to do, and I might as well just like be serious and dive right in. And that's what I did.
Mika, are you a full-time entrepreneur right now, or are you also do you also work?
I am also working full time. I'm an executive director for an assisted living, which is obviously is a lot of responsibility as well.
Yes.
But thank God I have supportive family that is able to help me like kind of balance everything.
That is amazing. So let me go back. You said you are a mom, a wife, three kids, two businesses, and an employee. Okay. So
Yes.
talk to us about, what is the biggest mindset, like the biggest, I guess, the difference in mindset when it comes to being an employee versus being an entrepreneur. Obviously you are in both, so how would you
Mhm.
differentiate that?
So even okay, so I'm an employee for a very wonderful company, right? And obviously I'm the head of this community, but I have really great employees that work with me, right? So because if you don't have the right people in place, you can't really you can't really be effective. So, but I still have people to answer to. I still have a boss to basically, get results for, whereas for me, it's my business. Everything that I put in there comes back to me and my family. So like the I guess the biggest difference is like who's holding you accountable. When it comes to my own business, I have to hold myself accountable, right? Even the days that I'm like, oh, this is too hard, I want to give up. It's like, but no, you really don't, because at the end of the day, you get the rewards, but you also get the responsibilities, and it's all up to you. Whereas, as an employee, who also manages like, I guess, like 70 plus people, you know, I have people to answer to. I have people that I count on to do things for me so that I can answer to these people properly. So, it's not, I guess the biggest difference is that when you're an entrepreneur, the only person holding you responsible is really yourself. Um,
Yes.
Whereas as an employee, you have other people to answer to.
I love that you said that, because at the end of the day, you know, it's like we saw you. Sometimes we just like, oh, I don't want to go to work. I don't want to answer to anybody. But then when you go to work for yourself, and then this is your business, you have to show up for it, regardless if you want to or not.
Yeah.
Then you will see the value of that. You'll be like, oh my goodness, I wish I had somebody who can be like,
Absolutely. I've been up
I
at
can
three,
answer
4 o'clock in
to.
the morning working on my businesses. And not because, like you said, I didn't have anybody to answer to but myself, but because I knew I
Yes.
had to be done. Yeah,
You have to
absolutely.
be accountable to yourself, and you have to be
Hmm.
accountable to the people who support you, your family
That's
and your
correct.
friends, those
That's
people who
correct.
are helping you.
Yes.
Okay. So as you all can see, I am in conversation with Mica Gilles, and she is the owner, CEO of Tresse Naturelle. Okay. And then so you guys see her beautiful hair. So let me get into that. Okay, so Mika, so you are in the natural hair care, I guess, industry. Okay,
Hmm.
so your company is a natural hair care product. Okay,
Hmm.
and then so what would you say differentiate you and your company from because this is a very popular industry right
Hmm.
now.
Hmm.
What would you say is the biggest I guess differentiate for you?
Hmm.
What
Hmm.
differentiate you? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So for me, to be honest with you, I say it's results, because I have literally tried, and trust me, I spend money on hair products. I'm like a hair enthusiast. When I started on my hair journey, I think I have tried just about every single large company, small company, anything on the shelf. If it's there, I'm trying it on my hair, right? So I have tried a lot, and you get results. You get this from this brand, and then you get this, and then you got to mix them together. You got to get this particular shampoo, and then this conditioner from this brand. But never did I really find um, a brand that kind of worked together to have like everything that I needed, and that worked effortlessly without all of the extra chemicals, right? So my husband was the one who actually said to me, like, stop spending money and just create what you've been like searching for. And here we are.
Good for you. Good
So
for
the
you.
results, yeah, that's what differentiates us, is that you will absolutely have the results that you desire.
And then going back to being a business, to being an entrepreneur,
Hmm.
if you if you give the result, then the people will show. It's
Absolutely. They
all
will show
about
up.
result. They
Yep.
will show up.
I would tell you 95% of my customers so far have bought again. 95%. Like there's that 5% that's, I guess they're not using it or whatever. I don't know. But that 95% have returned back the second, third, even fourth time since we
That's
launched.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You don't hear that often.
Yeah.
Congrats to you on that.
Thank you.
Okay. So hello everyone. Thank you for joining live. I see you. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the love. I appreciate you. I'm live in conversation with Mica Gilles, owner and CEO of Tresse Naturelle. And then so today is Monday Mindset, and we are talking about business as relates to your mindset.
Hmm.
You are in the hair growing industry,
Hmm.
okay? But you also have to grow a business.
Yes.
What would you say? What would you say is a mindset that applies to growing both hair and business?
Yeah. Consistency. Right. So a lot of times, and I always say, I make it a joke, but it's the truth, right? I say, don't buy my hair products, use it once and then say, oh my God, my hair didn't grow, right? That's not how it works. you have to make a plan. And that's why when you buy like my bundle, you get an ebook as well to show you actually how to use everything and be consistent in your hair journey. But you have to make a plan and you have to be consistent with it. And it's the same thing with business, right? I'm not going to make a post, like one post on Facebook, and then everybody runs and buys my products. That's not how it works. You have to be consistent. You have to be present all the time. So I would say that's the biggest thing that kind of like, no matter what it is that you're doing in life, growing your hair, losing weight, um, growing a business, is remain consistent in what you're doing. Continue to show up and continue to do the things that you know you need to do, and then eventually things will work out.
You all, I should be charging you all for this conversation right there. We're talking about mindset. We're talking about consistency, and it's
Yes.
already, the year is almost over. Tomorrow is
Hmm.
the start of the new month. And
Hmm.
then so go ahead and give me some likes, give me some love, put your questions, because Mika is dropping a bunch of nuggets right now. So go ahead and come on in, because at the end of the day, we want to propel ourselves to a
Hmm.
thriving 2021. And she
Yes.
just gave you guys the golden secret is consistency. Don't do it
Hmm.
once and think that everything's gonna go well.
Like, oh my
Just
God, it didn't work. It didn't work. Or you only did it one time or two
yeah.
times.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Consistency. I love that. So, Mika, we already established that you are a mom of three,
Hmm.
okay? You have so many businesses. So let's talk about you being a mother, okay?
Hmm.
So what would you say is one lesson that you learn when it comes to motherhood that you apply to your business? And then maybe like a business lesson that you apply to mothering.
For that, to me, it's like accountability and consistency again. I'll use those two, accountability. So when it comes to my kids, so I have an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 1-year-old. It's a lot less, you're a lot less able to hold a 1-year-old accountable, but there are ways. But if when I have a conversation with my 8-year-old, right, and I said, listen, honey, A, B, and C, if that doesn't happen, D, E, and F will happen, right? So you make sure that you hold this person accountable, hold my baby accountable, because that's the only way they really learn accountability and growing up and consequences to, different actions. And I think it's the same thing as far as my business, is that I have to remain accountable. Did we lose you? I don't see you on
No,
screen.
no.
Okay.
Sometimes I like to feature my guests.
Okay. So we have to hold I hold myself accountable. So if I say, and I'll say it to my husband out loud, I want to go live today at 8 p.m. Okay. So now that I've put it out there, then I'll now have to hold myself accountable for doing so, because I've said that this is what I will do. Again, it's very easy, right? When you're your own, like, it's my business, I'm the CEO, I make decisions. It's very easy to kind of fall back and say, oh, I don't feel like doing this, or it doesn't, like, I'm not emotionally ready right now, or whatever the case may be, whatever excuses we make up, right? So if set a standard, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to do, then you say it out loud to somebody else and hold yourself accountable.
I love it. I love it. Because so what I learned from what you just said is that it's not just holding yourself accountable, but in having somebody else know what you said that you are going to do. And
Yes.
then that you don't want to be shown up as a liar now, because you always said you
Exactly.
were gonna do that. So
Exactly.
having somebody else keep you accountable is also
Hmm.
helpful. So Mika, I guess woman entrepreneurship is rising, okay? But
Hmm.
at the same time, with everything that's going on now, with COVID and the pandemic, I recently read an article where they said it's a she session. So instead of
Hmm.
saying a
Uh-huh.
recession, they're saying she session, because a lot of women are finding themselves, maybe they lost their job because of the pandemic, or maybe because everything is locked in. We have children, so if we don't have like caregivers, we have to quit our jobs to stay at home with our kids. So therefore,
Hmm.
they're saying that it's really, I guess, negatively impacting women more than men. So
Yep.
if a woman is listening right now, maybe a mom is listening right now. So what advice would you have for this person? They're thinking, okay, should I try to look for jobs or should I pursue entrepreneurship? What advice would you have for this person?
So let me put my life purpose coach hat on. I truly do believe, first of all, I don't think that everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur. It's not for everyone, and it's not a negative thing that it's not for everyone, because somebody has to work for these companies that do exist, right? But I do think this is a good opportunity for these women, right? This she session, because sometimes we have to get uncomfortable to make good changes in our lives, or the changes that are necessary in our lives. So losing a job is not the end of the world. It really isn't. At the end of the day, it probably is an opportunity for you to find out what it is that you're actually talented at, what is it is that you're actually good at. Do you want to take that and take it to another company, or do you want to form your own company and move forward? And it's, there's definitely many different layers to this, but I will say that you can be working for other people and be happy, and you can be working for yourself and be happy. Vice versa, you can be working for yourself and be truly unhappy. Like, you don't want to open a business and just be throwing money down the drain and it's not successful, right? You don't want to just be an entrepreneur because everybody's doing it and it's the new thing to do, right? Because, not again, it's not for everybody. So what I would say to these women is find out what you really like to do. Dig deep, and it takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. Put time into learning the different options that are available, and then find out, do I want to be an entrepreneur? Do I want to work for this company? What kind of company do I want to work for? Because there are so many different kind of companies out there. And then just, create your vision board, create the vision that you want for yourself, and then make actions.
Okay, she put her coaching hat on and she brought it on. Thank you so much, Mika. I appreciate you. To everyone that's joining live with us, I am Winnie Antoine. I am a financial services entrepreneur. I help people protect, save, and grow the money. And I
Mm-hmm.
am in conversation with Mica Gilles. Gilles or Gilles? I'm sorry. I want to make
Gillis.
Gilles.
Yeah.
Gilles. Mica Gilles, who is owner and CEO of Tresse Naturelle. So, Mica, going back to your to you being a mother, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and as well as a CEO, okay, and then sometimes us as women we have guilt trips.
Mm-hmm.
If we're spending time with the children, then we're thinking, oh my goodness, I need to be working on the business. If we're working on the business, we're like, oh my goodness, I need to spend time with my kids. How do you manage your peace of mind so you can not? I mean, I know it's maybe hard to balance, but how do you manage your peace of mind to not be going to that roller? How do you say it? I'm sorry.
Going down here, I know, and with those
Yeah,
thoughts.
to keep your peace of mind.
Yeah. So for this answer is going to be twofold. First of all, I had to really I'm very thankful to my support system. Number one, my husband. Number two, my mother-in-law. Number three, my mother, who are very much here and present and really available to me and my family, who are really supportive. And then the other thing, and I will say, is this is a shout out to my sister, Christelle, who has a business called Rise Above PPD. And what she does is she helps women, right, with children, new children, older children, kind of discover themselves and learn to find their joy. Because before you became a mother, you were a human being. And just because you become a mother doesn't mean you get to lose that. And so she helps us, she helped me. I'll speak for myself. She helped me not feel so guilty when it came to making those decisions that I knew that needed to be made for the family. So my children are very understanding, and they're starting to be like boss boys, like mommy, and they want to open their own business and they want to do stuff as well. So it actually positively affects them, and they get it. Like they'll be like, "Mommy, are you doing?" Because I'll be on the computer. Are you just doing something for Naturelle right now? I'm like, "Yeah." And then they're like, "Oh, I want to do a video. I want to do a picture." So they're actually participating and helping us grow, and they believe in my brand. And they were begging me for hair products. I finally gave in and gave them some hair products myself. But like, yeah, so like they, you include them. And then when you do need to step away and do what you need to do, you need to like understand that you're doing it for them as well. And then have a good support system. I think those are very important. You're on mute, my dear.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that, because a lot of time we can have that guilt trip, but like you
Hmm.
said, include them. So when we're doing it together, then technically, and I saw your post too. I see your son. He's with a picture of your products,
Yeah.
and then you can see the joy in his
Oh,
face doing
they're happy to do it. Yeah.
this.
They're happy to do it.
So my sister Christine, when they love what you said, she said, "Love it, vision board and action." Yeah. So no,
Yes.
don't just have a dream and no action. This is
You have
just
to act on it. Yep.
you have to act on it. Thank you for sharing that, sis. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Put your question, your comments. We appreciate it. I am live with Mica Gilles. Right, Naturelle. So, Mica, you just mentioned your kids, right?
Hmm.
And then you very, I guess, transparent with your weight loss journey.
Hmm.
Okay. And then so you shared a video where you mentioned how your son actually took a video of you, and he was just taking a video of you, but
Yeah.
then
Actually, for
you
my hair, he was doing it for Tresse Naturelle. It was funny.
so you have your own marketing team now. He need his
I'm
own
telling you.
W2 right now. So he took that video of you, and you saw it, and then something changed in your mind. Can you maybe go back to that time? What was your mindset at that time?
So I'm very good at taking good selfies and angling correctly, and so even when I started to gain a lot of weight during COVID, I never saw it, right? It was happening slowly, oh, I'm stressed, let me eat. I'm this, let me eat whatever is happening. And that day I was just like, on the laptop, as you saw in the video. And then he's like, and I'm like, I took the phone. I'm like, are you taking a video? And I grabbed it and looked at the phone, and I went to delete it because I'm like, oh no. And I was like, you know what? I'm not deleting this. I'm like, who is this woman on this phone? Like, it cannot be me. So the mindset at that point in time was, I have to do something, and I have to do something quickly, because I'm going to spiral out of control, and I'm the only one who has control over, how much I put into my mouth. I'm the only one who has control over how much weight I'm going to lose. Like, it was literally, I think that split moment decision whether or not I was going to delete that video decided how I was going to go. Now we're a few months later, and I'm like 40 something plus pounds down, and I really could have decided, yeah, to just keep going that route and just pretend it never happened. Right? Because it's easy when you're, especially during COVID, you're not seeing a lot of people, to just kind of like hide the truth, and angle yourself the right way, and wear the right dresses for different pictures, and twist. And we as women, we know all the tricks. And it just, I was seeing that video was really eye-opening. Yeah. And I'm so glad that I made that decision not to delete that video, because it was like, again, it was that factor that was like, oh no, something has to change, like, and it has to change ASAP.
I love how almost all the question that I ask you, you go back to, if it's meant to be, it's up to me.
Hmm.
I love that your me
Yes.
mindset. I mean, you can just be blaming everybody. You can be blaming COVID. You can be, oh, maybe my husband cooked too much. But it's all about the mindset. It's me. It's
Yes.
me. If something
100%.
needs to change, regardless of the situation, I am in control of it. I love that
Absolutely.
about you, Mika.
Thank you.
Congrats. No,
Thank you.
you're welcome. I mean, definitely, if you have to do something, that's fine too.
No,
I'm a
no, no,
mom.
no,
I
no. It's
know.
okay.
I know. Thank you all for joining. I am Renee Antoine. I am in conversation with Mica Gilles, owner of Tresse Naturelle, and we are talking mindset, motherhood, and weight loss. Mika, going back to your weight loss journey, a lot of time when you hear people, I mean, sometimes we hear people say, well, the outer look is based on the inner look. So kind of a mindset about herself, that's what reflects in, how we look.
Mhm.
Okay. So do you think that's the same thing when it comes to business? Because a lot of time somebody may start a business, but then maybe it's not going too well. How do you think mindset plays into whether a business succeed or fail?
So for me, and I don't know if you could tell by my packaging, but I'm very big on appearance as well as the inside, right? So my products are the bomb and they work and they're very effective. However, if I gave it to you in the crappiest looking thing, you probably wouldn't be,
Yes.
type of thing. So I do feel like your outside has to match your inside. I do feel like presentation is everything. I do feel like you should invest time into both what your product or service is, but then how you present it is everything as well. Just like with the weight loss.
Yes.
I know that I'm a great person. I'm fun to be around, and like my husband is very lucky.
Yes, he is.
However, I also know that appearance, like and it's not anything that's negative, because I know some people take it as negative, but this is the first thing that somebody sees, right? Is that they see you first, so they don't even want to get to know you if you're not presenting your best self
Yes.
outwardly, right? And that starts from the inside. If you love yourself, if you believe in yourself, and it's not even about weight loss, to be honest, because you could be really big and still present yourself in a very lovely
Yes.
way. It's just about making sure that are you whatever it is that you want people to see about you, you portray that outwardly, so that when they do want to approach you, they do want to meet you. So if I took, and like, I'm gonna grab this right here. If I took my products and I threw it in here, I say, here you go. um I wouldn't buy it. If I wouldn't buy it,
Yes.
I'm not gonna give it to somebody else to buy for me. And that's how I feel about a lot of things in life.
Yes. So basically, what we want to reflect, go ahead and show it. Go
Hmm.
ahead and show it. If you
Yes,
want to be seen as professional, then be professional.
correct.
So Mika, have you seen I mean, like you said, you lost 40 pounds, right?
Forty
To
five, 46, I think, as of this morning.
46. Yeah, you better give me all my pounds. It's 46 pounds. Yes, I'm not taking any out. She lost 46 pounds, y'all.
All right.
Give her some love, some light for that. Have you seen any, would you say does any change in your business, like a positive change in your business that you will attribute to your weight loss journey?
Yeah, I do, because I have a lot more energy. I have a lot more energy. I'm able to do more, able to go live more, able to like even post more, come up with ideas, because my head is fresher. I'm not always thinking about food, because food bogs you down. It really does. Like if you're eating the wrong stuff, you're like, ugh, feeling dreaded and tired all the time. So it it absolutely matters. And you're able to like push yourself even further when you're eating correctly and not eating as much and not focused on food all the time. So I would say there is definitely a positive change when it comes to how this affected my business.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we are talking about your business. Why not
Hmm.
show your business? Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna be going to Mika's website, and then she talked about how we have to present our business in a way that's very professional. Look at this, y'all. This is professionalism right there. So Mika, I'm gonna talk to you about, like, today is Cyber Monday, okay?
Hmm.
And then this is Mika's Cyber Monday deal. Is it showing? Yep, it's right there. This
Yep.
is Mika's Cyber Monday deal. So Mika, as I go through your website to show people, your lovely business and then what you have to offer, kind of walk us through what offers do you have for people who maybe want to experience your products, who want to try it out. And then for somebody who's going through, we talked about that earlier, like product fatigue, okay, what would you say to them to encourage them to give it a try?
So I have a customer who said, and I quote, right? She's like, I literally was like, this is the last product I'm trying. And if this does not work, I'm shaving my head and I'm going bald. And when she came back to me like a month later and she said, I'm so happy that I did this, because it literally is the best product she has ever used. So like when I tell you, like I told you guys, I've spent a lot of money, a lot of money on different hair products. It's the truth. Like every single one that you can think of, I've tried. And not that, like I said, some things were good, some things were different, et cetera, et cetera. But the hair restore system works together. Everything works together. It doesn't, my shampoo doesn't strip your hair. My conditioner hydrates the heck out of your curls. Like your hair is going to be immediately softer. And then with consistency, you're going to see the growth and it's going to be amazing to you. Right now for Cyber Monday, we have 35% off any bundle. And I have three different bundles. I have the Ultimate Hair Restore Hair Care Bundle. That is what 90% of my customers buy. I have the Easy Wash Day bundle, and I also have the Daily Moisturizing bundle. Either one is really good to start with because I'm so confident that you try any product, you're gonna come back and you're gonna buy the whole bundle. So, and I also have Afterpay. You'll see that because I know some people like it's just not in their budget right now. So Afterpay allows you to break up the payments in four so that you have right now you can get actually my whole bundle for under $25, and I'll ship it out to you as soon as you order it.
All right, all right. Well, thank you, Mica. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
with me on this Monday mindset, talking about what is required to be successful in business
Hmm.
and with your mindset in motherhood, as well as if we want to lose weight. Because I know a lot of us gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna be eating all this holiday meal.
Start now. Just start now.
just I just want to stop it in, and then how do I go about losing it?
Just start
So
now.
just start now.
Just start
So
now.
you have been so generous with sharing like your amazing I guess knowledge with us and your journey with us. So I certainly appreciate you. And I'm going to have to ask you one last question. A lot of
Hmm.
people join in and I appreciate it. But then as you know that this is 2021 is around the corner, right?
Hmm.
So we already talk about people who maybe want to consider entrepreneurship or people who want to consider maybe going on a weight loss journey.
Hmm.
What advice you have for somebody thinking about that right now? Should they just wait for 2021 or do they need to get started today?
Yeah, start yesterday. If you're thinking about it, it's probably too late. Start right now, like literally right now, because first of all, tomorrow's not promised, and secondly, whenever you give yourself, oh, I'm going to do next week or next month, you're giving yourself the opportunity to get out of that mindset. So whenever you start having that mindset, you start right now, right now.
Right now. Well,
Mhm.
Mika, thank you so much again for being with us, for
Thank you for
presenting
having me.
Tresse Naturelle. I appreciate the conversation. I hope people find lots of value from it. And then, so
Thank
as
you.
I mentioned earlier, I'm part of the financial services industry. I'm always looking for people who want to consider entrepreneurship. So if that's you and you don't know where you fit yet, we can have a conversation to see exactly what I do and see if we might be a good fit for one another. My number is scrolling down on the bottom. And then again, like Mika said, entrepreneurship is not for everybody. But at the
Mhm.
end of the day, the best way to know if it's for you or if it's not for you is to find out. You are
That's
my
it.
guest. I'm gonna have
Thank
you
you
take the
so much.
last word. Um, maybe a last piece of advice.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me on. I really do appreciate it. My biggest advice is really like what I just said to you guys is don't wait, don't procrastinate. Whatever you need to do it now. You already know it's in your heart, it's in your gut. You know it, you feel it, you dream about it, right? Just start right now because the only thing you're doing to yourself is a disservice when you don't, right?
Amen, amen. And I'm gonna say, listen to me, when you say, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. So whatever you
Hmm.
wanna do, it's up to you. No excuses. Go for it. It
That's
has
it.
been a joy having you, lovely
Thank you
lady.
so much.
Benny Antoine signing out. See you guys Wednesday at noon. Bye for
Bye.
now.